What is going on, guys? It is Bucky and welcome to your 7th Objective-C tutorial. And what I'm going to be teaching you guys in this tutorial is a couple things. First, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create multiple objects from the same class, and also a nice little shortcut whenever we create our objects that's going to save you a bunch of time in the future. So first of all, let's get to the shortcut. You see that whenever we created an object in the first tutorial, we created an object right here, and then we allocated memory for it, and then we initialized it, which meant get it ready for use. But you can actually do all of this in one line, and that's what was going on up here when we created this pool object. So let's go ahead and, instead of in the declaration line, just ending it right there, set this equal to and put two brackets, one inside another, and then inside the innermost bracket, person Alec, and as you can see, that takes care of this line right here, so go ahead and delete that. And now on the outermost bracket, go ahead and put in it, and this initializes the object so it's ready for use, and that takes care of this line right here. So that's a nice little shortcut, and that's how I'm going to be creating my objects from now and in the future. So if you guys see this, that's what's going on. And again, like I said, that's what was going on up here as well. You can split this into 3 lines, but since you allocate and initialize objects so often together, that's why they gave you guys this nice little shorthand to use. So now what I want to talk to you guys about is creating another object using this same interface and implementation. The cool thing about creating objects is every time you want to create a new object, say I want to create a new person named Sandy, you don't have to create a whole new interface and implementation. This interface and implementation, or the class, is pretty much a blueprint for all objects. So anytime you want to create a new person, you pretty much don't have to type anything new except the object you want to create. So I know it might sound confusing, so let me just demonstrate. Go ahead and copy this because I'm too lazy to type it all out again, and paste it. And I'm going to name my new object Sandy because we already have a guy, might as well have a girl. So now we created a new object and it's called Sandy. So instead of having my methods, Bucky's, let's go ahead and give her a whole new set of methods and variables. So copy this and paste it right below. So go ahead and put Sandy and set her age to 68. And put Sandy and set her weight to, let's see, 970. And then go print it out for her and then release her memory. So let's go ahead and build this and see if it runs. First of all, before I continue, it says succeeded, run console. So it says, here's Bucky object. I'm 23 years old and weigh 350 pounds. And here's the object for Sandy. I'm 68 years old and weigh 970 pounds. So the cool thing about this is anytime you want to create a new object, you don't have to type everything over again. You can just use the same blueprint or classification that you did in the other object. And another thing I want to point out is that every time you create an object, it has its own set of variables. So for example, Sandy has her own age. Her and Bucky don't share an age. Bucky has his own weight, and that only belongs to him. If you want to give Sandy a weight, you need to call her set weight method. So that's pretty much the basics of how to create multiple objects, or in this case, multiple people using the same person class. So in the next tutorial, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, but I assure you it's going to be sweet. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next tutorial.